Welcome to ABC Interactive English. Hello everyone, I'm Mike.
Hi, I'm Rainbow.
And we are back with the coolest fashion shows in town. No, I'm not talking about Paris or New York Fashion Week. We're talking about pet fashion shows. And they, according to our article, are fun events. And I think from everything we learned yesterday, I have to agree. I've never been to a pet fashion show, but from what we read and what we learned and what we saw, I agree. They do sound like fun events.
You know, I've seen some very crazy owners at the shows.
Really?
And they're the ones who absolutely go crazy. Some of them are dressed in like feathers.
The pets or the owners?
The both.
The both. Oh, they have matching.
Reflects. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. The pets, they reflect their owners.
Really?
So you would see the personality of the pets and you'd be like, I wonder what their owners are like. And you look at their owners and they're all like feathers or furs, and then you're like, okay, I get it, because they match.
Okay, so it's not just the pets, it's the pet parents.
They love it.
If they were doing the old Hollywood pet show theme that we read about yesterday, they might be dressed like superheroes. One is a bad guy and one is the good guy or something like that. That is very, very cool. Or they dress as cowboys from
Cowboys.
I think I've seen a dog with a very cool little cowboy outfit.
Oh, yeah.
It had a little hat and maybe it had little arms that they built, so it looked like it was walking with a couple of little pistols or something, like
so
an old-time cowboy. I think really the pet fashion designers are the real heroes here, because the ideas that they come up with and to get them to fit and be comfortable on a dog or cat, that's probably not very easy. Much harder than just making a shirt for a human.
I think
or
it's
something
pretty
like
hard.
That. So this is one of those things, you look at it, it seems fun and funny, but then you think about it more and you learn more and it becomes much more interesting. So let's get into today's article all about pet fashion shows and how they are fun events and maybe even interesting events. We'll find out.
Some pet fashion shows are contests. Their goal is to search for the most beautiful pet in the most fashionable outfit. They're like beauty contests, and the top winners get prizes.
Okay, let's get into it. Today's topic is pet fashion shows are fun events. Part 2. Let's keep going.
All right. Now, most of us probably have never been to a real fashion show or a pet fashion show. So let's find out kind of how these things work. It says some pet fashion shows are contests. Ooh, okay. So a contest means that there will be some judges, and then at the end, they will pick a winner, a first place, a second place, third place. Maybe they'd win a prize or something like that. Most fashion shows would not be contests, but some of them, of course, they can be, to pick the best design, the most beautiful clothes, or the cutest little pet in their cute little costume. It says their goal, the goal of these contest pet fashion shows, is to search for the most beautiful pet in the most fashionable outfit. So kind of like a human fashion show where there's a contest, the most beautiful clothes, the most beautiful model, the most beautiful hair and makeup, all of that kind of stuff. And then at the end, they pick a winner.
They're like beauty contests, and the top winners get prizes.
Wow.
Maybe like a year's worth of really amazing dog food.
Free dog food.
1 year. Isn't that pretty good?
Oh, and maybe some toys for the dog or something? That would be wonderful. But yes, of course, they have beauty contests for humans that are organized in kind of the same way.
Yes, and the noun beauty is to describe a word you must have heard, beautiful. So somebody is beautiful. That means they have a lot of beauty. That means that they look amazing and wonderful and lovely. And when you think of beauty, if you want to imagine, sometimes you could think about nature, like the sunsets, you know, the sunrises, the sky. There's a lot of beauty there that is beyond words. Of course, people can have a lot of beauty too. They come from all different parts of the world and all different shapes and sizes and long hair and short hair. But when you look at a person with a lot of beauty, it makes you feel like the world is good and wonderful and lovely. So when we talk about contests, a beauty contest is when there are people who judge which one makes them feel the most wonderful, the most lovely, the most beautiful.
All right, and at the end of that contest, like many other games and competitions, there will probably be a winner.
Yes.
The winner is the person who comes first, who gets the most marks, who gets the top prize, and they will go home with a gold medal or a trophy. They will be a champion of some kind. You can come second place or third place and still have done very, very well. Good for you, but only by being in the first place, in the top position, would you be able to say that you are the winner. In the contest, you are the one who came out with the big prize, the main prize, in first place. You are the winner.
Yes, and the winner would get a prize.
Probably.
And sometimes there's a prize for first, second, and third place. What is a prize? It is something that is given to you as a result of winning something. So it could be a gold medal if we're talking about the Olympics. It could be a year's worth of dog food. It could be something like money. That could be a prize too. And you could see a huge check and they say, I would like to give $1,000 to the first winner. So a prize is a gift that is given to you when you are the winner.
Exactly right. All right. Well, we've earned ourselves a little prize here after working so hard. We have a short break coming up. So let's enjoy that, but then come back to learn more about these funny pet fashion shows.
Other pet fashion shows are for helping rescue animals. They change how people see them. They help rescue animals find good homes. They also raise money for rescue animal groups. A big one is the New York Pet Fashion Show. It takes place every year, and big stars even walk in the show. Pet fashion shows are must-see events.
All right, so as we're discovering the world of pet fashion shows, we're actually learning that there are different types or different kinds of pet fashion shows. The first one we read about are these pet fashion show contests or competitions, we could also say, when they will give a prize to the most fashionable pet, the most beautiful, cute, attractive pet, and probably the best clothes as well. But that's not the only kind of pet fashion show. Let's learn about another one. And I kind of like this kind. I think this is a good thing.
The article says other pet fashion shows are for helping rescue animals. They change how people see them. Ooh, rescue animals. That's a different kind of animal that's not a pet.
Exactly. A rescue animal is a pet that doesn't have a home. Maybe it got sick, maybe it got injured in some kind of way, or maybe it had owners that didn't love it enough before and kind of kicked it out or tried to throw it away. And so it's an unloved, unwanted pet with no home. But that doesn't mean that these are bad pets. These are just pets that have not met their very nice and we would call their forever family, a new home that will take them in and give them the love that they want and need. So that's what these fashion shows are for. They help rescue animals find good homes. These might be older dogs and cats that aren't so young and cute anymore. These also
3 legs or
These
something.
also might be animals with health problems or medical conditions. They might have trouble hearing or seeing. They might have trouble moving around, but it doesn't mean they can't give you lots of licks and cuddles and love. So these fashion shows help rescue animals find good homes. You could go to it and see that cute dog or cat that just steals your heart. But that's not all. These types of fashion shows, it says they also raise money for rescue animal groups. Now that is also a fantastic thing to do if you can help out. Maybe you can't have a pet. Maybe you're a little old or busy or your home isn't big enough, but you still care about pets. You still want to help the people who help the pets, so you can help to raise money to give to these groups like a charity. Now, when we raise something, we lift it up in some kind of way. If you want the teacher to ask you a question, you might raise your hand or something, move it up in a certain way. If you're in a building, you might go in the elevator, that box that moves up and down, and the box will raise people up to the higher floors in the building. But we also use this money when we talk about collecting money or getting money for a certain group or a certain reason or a certain cause. We would raise money if we want to go away on a long holiday. You don't just get the money, you ask people to get it, you have a job and you save your money. You will raise that money in a certain way. And often with charities, we might have special events, you might organize some kind of sale or a walk or a performance, and all the people who come and buy tickets and pay for things, you will collect that money to give to hungry people or poor people or animals that need help. You are raising that money for something you believe in, maybe taking care of street pets, animals with no homes.
Yes, and we have this fashion show. It's in New York. A big one is the New York Pet Fashion Show.
Wow.
It takes place every year, and big stars even walk in the show.
Really?
Pet fashion shows are must-see events. I have to see this. I would love to see one.
Yeah, it says big names, so like very famous people, movie stars and athletes and stuff. It does sound like a must-see fashion show.
So obviously, must-see. What does that mean? You must see it. So must-see has a hyphen in between. Sometimes English words, they put two words together and make that into an adjective, which just means that it is so important for you to see it in a lifetime. I would totally recommend it. I have seen it and I love it, or I've eaten this and I know it's great. So it is a must-see for you, means you must go see it.
There you go. We can also say things like must watch for a TV show or a movie or an activity. Oh, this is a must do.
Must do.
When you go to Tokyo, you must do this thing. You must go and take part in this activity. So there you go. Fashion shows for pets. I think that is definitely a must see.
Me too.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Take care of yourselves and your little furry friends.
Oh.
And we'll see you back here soon. Until then, all the best and bye-bye.
Bye.
Some pet fashion shows are contests. Their goal is to search for the most beautiful pet in the most fashionable outfit. They're like beauty contests, and the top winners get prizes. Other pet fashion shows are for helping rescue animals. They change how people see them. They help rescue animals find good homes. They also raise money for rescue animal groups. A big one is the New York Pet Fashion Show. It takes place every year, and big stars even walk in the show. Pet fashion shows are must-see events.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 beauty 名词，美丽，美丽的人事物。Amanda is known for her beauty. Amanda 以其美貌而闻名。下一个单字 winner 名词，获胜者，赢家。The winner of the race got $1,000. 比赛的获胜者赢得1000元。下一个单字 prize 名词，奖项，奖金。Eric got a prize for his new film. Eric 的新电影为他赢得了一个奖项。最后一个单字 raise 动词，募集资金。They raised a lot of money for the new sports center. 他们为新的运动中心募集了许多资金。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 one's goal is to 加动词，某人的目标是做某事。Goal 是一个名词，意思是目标、目的。我们来看看这个例句。Dan's goal is to become a successful writer. Dan 的目标是成为一位成功的作家。下一个文法 search for 寻找、搜寻。Search 是动词，意思是仔细寻找。 我们来看看这个例句。Amy searched for her lost keys all afternoon. Amy 整个下午都在寻找丢失的钥匙。最后一个文法，名词加上 in clothes， 穿着某服装的什么人事物。In clothes 用来形容前面的名词，我们来看看这个例句。Sylvia is the girl in the red dress. Sylvia 是那个穿着红色洋装的女孩。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Today, we are going to introduce one of my personal favorite locations in Taiwan, a little town called Jiufen. This town used to be a famous spot for gold mining, but this was stopped after World War II in 1971. Then what is the town known for today? Let's find out. On the north side of Taiwan, there is a famous town on a hill called Jiufen. Jiufen was once a gold town. These days, Jiufen's famous Old Street has become a place people love to visit. All along the narrow streets are vendors selling delicious snacks. Taro balls and red yeast bawan are very popular with visitors. Jiufen also has tea houses with great views of the mountains and ocean. You can stop by and enjoy a pleasant afternoon or evening. As you climb up and down the steps, you will find lots of unique shops. Many of the gifts in these stores are made by hand. There is a lot more to discover in Jiufen Old Street. Be sure to visit this place someday. Jiufen really is a charming little town with so much to see and do. Make sure to visit Jiufen for a wonderful all-around experience. You won't regret it.